Hey, what's up, guys? It's Billy from TheTerribleFive here. I'm the director, editor, and writer of the Left 4 Dead series here on TheTerribleFive. And we just hit 1,000 subscribers, so I'd just like to say thank you to everybody for supporting us over all these years with our projects, and thank you for helping us hit our all-time goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers. Like, it really means a lot to everybody, and all the effort that we've been putting into all the projects, and as you can see, the effort really pays off, and we do this all because of you guys and all of you guys viewing and subscribing, because if it weren't for you watching the whole time, we wouldn't be where we are today. So anyway, this is the director's commentary for Left 4 Dead: The Infection Episode 5, and today I'm joined by Jack Baker and Jacob Morris, the two stars of the series.
How's it going, guys?
How are you?
You don't have to wait that long to like
hop in.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah, Jacob's like, hello, and then Jack, you're just like,
it's my first time.
Hey.
Yeah, anyway, we're just going to talk about the film and all the cool stuff that went into making it, and hope you guys enjoy it, hope you find it entertaining. We're actually going to be splitting up the director's commentary into two different parts. This part will be the first two acts of the film, and the second part coming out next week will actually be the whole third act, just because the film is 20 minutes long, 25 minutes long, so we don't want to take up too much time with these director's commentaries. Yeah, so anyway, what you guys want to talk about?
I don't know. How was your guys' day?
Today?
I mean,
Yeah.
Was
it cool?
It was good.
Was it good?
It
It was good?
Really good, yeah. So yeah, I'd probably say this was my favorite episode to film. It was a 2-day shoot. Did take a while. After at the end of the day, it was kind of getting to be a long day, but in the end, it, like Bill was saying, it really pays off, and you can see how much effort we put into it, and all the behind the scenes are pretty neat, because you can see, you know, how everything works and how everything connects, and so just kind of neat when we do those. And yeah, this is my favorite episode.
Yeah, I'll say that too. It was I liked doing a longer episode just because I think it gives the film a little more of a feature kind of vibe to it. I hope that we can kind of, I know you're trying to push to do an even longer episode next time, even a bigger feature. But this was a lot of fun. Having all the cast and crew on set was really cool. And yeah, it was a blast to film this.
Yeah, I find that really surprising that we're actually able to shoot a 25-minute film in 2 days with the size of the production we had.
Yeah.
We had 6 main actors. We had lots of people behind the scenes. We had almost up to 20 and 25 zombies at some points. Makeup artists. We had people taking care of catering and all sorts of crazy stuff. So it's really surprising that we were able to shoot about 12 and a half pages in a single day, when most major films can only shoot 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 pages a day, depending on how intricate they are.
Yeah.
And they have way bigger crews than we do, but I mean, I find it kind of awesome that we're able to pull this off really well with shooting the whole thing, because I remember I was talking to Austin Michaels, the director of photography, and he was like, yeah, we should probably cut it down to about 20 pages or so. And so I did. I cut it down to 20 pages, and then it ended up still being 25 minutes somehow. So I mean, I don't know how those two are related, but
Yeah. Did you use a different camera or some kind of software for the episode that's kind of been different from the past?
You know, for this we shot it on the 5D Mark III. It's a Canon camera. It's probably one of the best cinematic. It's one of the best cameras to get from Canon if you're trying to do a narrative short film like this. Last time we shot on the Red 1, and the Red 1 is obviously a way better camera than this one, but we still got an amazing result from this 5D Mark III.
Yeah.
I would have preferred to use the Red, but just the budget couldn't
Support it.
Yeah, couldn't support it.
Yeah. I mean, it still looks great though. I loved all the special effects in this one. I think that each episode, mostly on your part, has gotten better with the special effects and the editing process. And I think that I think not only us but everybody can kind of see the the transition that's made from episode to episode on the editing and things.
Yeah.
So.
I remember the first one, I was so bad at rendering things out. Like, we shot that on a T2i, and that's supposed to have really good quality, but the video just didn't turn out to be good quality at all. And but that was back when I was a lot younger. I didn't know about rendering and any of that sort of stuff.
I remember seeing the first episode, and when we had filmed it initially, I didn't think it was going to come as far as it did, but when it came out, it was really awesome to see like all the effects and everything. And then now you look where we're at here in this episode, and then where we're eventually going to be. It's going to be awesome to see. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and then not only that, the first episode, it was just Austin and myself behind the camera, and then you three were the actors, and then we had, I think, 3 zombies, and one of the zombies did the makeup. So we had...
And then we circulated them all, like, all the same time. So yeah, like, the same zombie pop up 4 different times.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was still pretty... I felt like it was alright. It was decent, but nothing compares to what the 5th episode is. I would say even with the 4th one, we see lots of improvement. Even though we were using, like, different cameras, for instance, the Red 1 MX, which is what we used for the very first, or not the first episode, sorry, the 4th episode. That one is a $100,000 camera, and then we switched over to a $5,000 camera, and it's almost, I would say it's just as good.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's a really cool aspect of the film as well.
Yeah. Also, the location on the shoots, and this time it was a 2-day shoot, so 2 different locations, but sometimes there's really boring locations. I remember the first film, it was alright. It was in a neighborhood, kind of houses were being built. But in this one, I really love the location because it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, no one's going to be around. It's right in the morning. It's like 6 in the morning. It was really fun to get up early and be out there. It's freezing. I remember I could see my own breath, shivering and falling asleep in the car. But that's all part of the experience, It was fun, though.
Now, I think we have to address a question that probably a couple of viewers thought. Where is Blake?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a little touchy.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Blake died in between, not for real, but he died, quote unquote, in the series between the 4th and 5th episode, because it's never designated how much time has gone on between the 4th episode and this one.
Right.
And that's kind of what I wanted to do. Like, I didn't want to say a week later or a month later or anything, because I kind of wanted the viewer to determine how much time had elapsed. But yeah, basically Blake died between the episodes, and the actual reason that we couldn't use Blake for this one is because he had some sort of complications come up, some issues, and there's no way to really work around it. So I ended up getting Josh, and I think Josh did a really great job.
Yeah, I remember when you were looking for it, and you were looking for a new actor, and I knew Josh, and I think I had kind of recommended him to you, and I'm glad I did, because he really enjoyed doing this, and I know that I had fun with him, and I think I think you're right, he did a great job.
Yeah, I remember in this scene right here, right as me and Jacob were out the window, on one of the whatever you call it, one of the takes, we smashed the window with the back of my shotgun and actually hit one of the zombies and could have caused
really?
Just a tiny hazard issue. But
yeah. Did that shot come up already? I think.
Yeah, it just passed.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, is there anything else you guys want to throw in? Any sort of fun stuff that happened on this particular location on this particular day? Anything exciting?
I think a cool thing for you is I think we've already seen the shot, but you got to use a dolly.
Oh yeah!
With the zombies running in, and the scene's already passed.
I forgot about that. But,
I thought that was really cool to see you working with that and kind of integrating it into the episode, because I thought that was a neat kind of new addition.
I remember Jacob Ortiz, who was the key grip and the gaffer for this for the film. He came in from Los Angeles with Austin, and he spent, I think, something like 30 to 45 minutes setting up for that dolly shot, and while we were filming all sorts of stuff inside, but he spent so long working on that shot. We did the take 4 times, and I'm like, wait, oh yeah, we can only use this shot 1 time in the whole movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, there it was. It's just I think it was like 10 seconds of the shot that we spent.
So 45 minutes
hours.
of setting it up equals like 10 seconds.
Yeah,
So,
45 minutes of setting it up, 45 minutes of tearing it down, and then like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes to do the actual shot for something we only used actually for 10 seconds in the movie.
Welcome to movies.
Yeah, exactly. It's cool being behind the scenes and knowing how everything works, and then you go and see a movie, and then you realize all the stuff they have to go through, getting in character. And before we shot this, I tried to get in my character. You know, I didn't eat a whole lot, and I kind of I just tried to. That's one of my big things is getting into character. So
yeah, despite all the food we had on set,
exactly.
You didn't eat too much.
I don't know about y'all, but I ate a ton on set.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a food addict, but.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nice. What was your favorite food on set?
I don't know. Whatever was there.
Whatever was there.
I had like 40 Gatorades.
I know.
Yeah,
I always had the blue Gatorades and the Cokes, and they're like these weird brownie things that I had just about like every other minute.
Yeah.
It was great. That's what I love about catering.
Yeah, and I remember in I think it was 2 or 3 the second or third episode we had a couple Gatorades in the back of Jacob's pocket that were in a couple of the shots.
Shot.
Really?
Whoops.
Yeah. Wait, really? Where?
As we were
It was in the second. It was in the second or third episode.
Yeah, and then your backpack was in there one time
when we
were leaving the.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
What is that?
Yeah, I remember that was my camera bag in that episode.
Yeah. That was a cool location too.
Yeah, and then if you guys didn't notice, we actually cut to
Day 2.
Deer Farm just now. We actually shot this all on day 2, while Jack and Brad's part outside when they're finding the car. We did that on a separate day, so we just really cut the days together for this whole scene, basically.
And it was cool for me to see this because while you guys were doing this, me and Brad, I don't know what we were doing, but.
Yeah, you guys were just chilling, cause.
Yeah, and it was cool because I didn't know what they did in this part, and I was kind of out there wondering, and so when I actually saw it for the first time, this is the first time I saw this footage, so it was cool.
I think that's another kind of neat aspect of shooting a film is you do sometimes one scene that the viewers appear to be in the same location, but actually it's done in 2 different parts.
Right.
Yeah.
2 different locations, so then it's kind of for us being in the film, it's kind of trippy for us to kind of see that.
And at first when I was scouting for the locations, I was like, there's no way we can cut between this warehouse at Fear Farm back to like an open dirt field at Schnepp Farms.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even with that one take when you guys were all going into the building at Schnepp Farms and suddenly it cuts to Fear Farm, I was like, there's no way that that's going to even work.
Yeah.
And they ended up working actually really well, I thought. It was really cool.
Yeah, this scene coming up, we had actually, it was all one shot, and it was pretty cool because no one yelled cut, but we just kept going with it, except in the end I ran the wrong way. I ran away from the car, but it was cool because we just kept going, no one yelled cut, and some of it actually ended up appearing in the real thing. So
Yeah, and I remember for this particular take, no one said cut, and then you guys just
kept going.
Yeah, you just kept shooting, and then all the zombies improvised and fell down and took bullets, and it was surprisingly well coordinated for not being coordinated at all.
Yeah,
like it was pretty cool.
A lot of times I think that, and you see that with a lot of Hollywood films too, is a lot of times some of the best stuff can come from improvising and just kind of going quickly off your feet. Is it kind of gives a whole new, how do I put it, a little more of a spin on how the acting goes. I think it's always neat to kind of see that.
Right.
Yeah, and what I was gonna say is this next scene coming up, where we have the 4 other survivors. A lot of viewers will ask, what was in the box that Shelby grabs?
Right, and that's I'll answer that question now. Well, I can't really answer.
You don't have to answer.
I can't answer it right now, but I will say that it's important later on.
Right.
It's important. Yeah, I can't really say anything other than that. Other than it's going to be important later on.
It's mystery.
Right. And that was kind of the point. That's why we did that whole insert shot, and there's the dramatic music, and she had to think about taking it. That's just one way visual storytelling really kind of plays a role in short films, is because people are like, well, what was the case important, or why was the case important? And all we did was we showed an insert shot and did a little change in the music, and it makes people go crazy about what's in the case and why is it important. But the answer is it's not important for this particular episode. It's important later on.
I swear I almost fell off the car every single time we did that scene.
Really?
I hung on. I was like, okay, I'm about to fall off now.
Why did you never get in the car?
I don't know. We just added it in, I think.
All right. Well, anyway, that's it for this part of the director's commentary. Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you next time, next week, in the next commentary. All right, thank you, and we'll see you next time. Peace.